United States Special Operations Command went looking for a new small arm, a big bore battle rifle, they turned to one of the oldest names in small arms manufacturing, FN, or Fabrique Nationale, as we know them here in the States, FNH. So, when SOCOM went to FN and gave them specifics for their new big bore battle rifle, this is what they came up with. This is the SCAR Heavy, as the military knows it, or the Mark 17. We as civilians know it as the 17S. It's a .308 calibered rifle, semi-automatic. It's very much like the SCAR 16S, which is the 5.56 version. This one obviously shoots that big bad .308 Winchester round. The engineers at FN had a few challenges ahead of them. Other weapons in its class are much older, things like the FAL, the M14, even the AR-10 and its derivatives that have come out more recently. They wanted to make a lightweight rifle, as light as the 16S or as close as they could get it, but they also wanted to manage the recoil, and that's where the challenges were. So let's take a look at inside the rifle, and I'll show you what the FN engineers came up with. First of all, the rifle's pretty simple to disassemble. It just has a push pin here in the front, pull this out, and the lower just pops off the gun. Then the buttstock slides off the rear. And you slide the bolt and carrier out the rear of the gun. And this is one of the magical pieces of the SCAR 17S. It's the bolt and carrier group. You'll notice it's large, heavy, and the gas piston acts upon the very end of it. It's a short stroke gas piston. The gas piston is contained within this block in the front of the rifle. That, coupled with the recoil spring, helps manage the recoil of the rifle. The weight of the bolt, the spring weights, everything work in perfect harmony to make this one of the most controllable .308 rifles on the market today. So to make that point about just how manageable the recoil is, let's take a look at the weapon being fired. Firing Radway green military surplus ammo. As you can see, the recoil of this .308 rifle is exceptionally controllable. I wouldn't say it's as controllable as a 5.56 caliber weapon, but it's darn close, which is quite impressive. I can't believe the FN engineers actually came that far. Again, the weapon's simple to disassemble. It's, in my experience so far, very reliable, especially using military surplus .308, and it's pretty accurate.
You're right on there. Black, very center. Great group.
So we're firing off a few rounds, federal gold medal match, 168 grain bullets out of the SCAR at 100 yards. And you can see my first 3 shots are actually touching here on the bull, and the last 2 were just below it. So we're looking at probably about 1 inch, 5-shot group at 100 yards, which is not too bad for a military grade barrel. So to say that I'm impressed with the SCAR 17S is probably a huge understatement. The rifle, in my opinion, is peerless in the marketplace today. I've owned or currently do own just about every big bore battle rifle that's ever been made available to the American gun buying public. That includes HK91s, M1As, FALs, AR-10s, and I can say with a straight face, guys, this thing tops them all. It has the most manageable recoil of any of the .308s listed. If you've ever fired an HK91, you put that thing down and shoulder this rifle and fire off a round right after firing an HK91, you're going to have the biggest smile on your face. It's almost, and I say almost, like shooting a 5.56 caliber rifle, as you can see in the video. The thing really has very, very manageable recoil. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with this muzzle device that's on the end. But overall, the engineering in this rifle is superb. Not only does it have great recoil and shooting characteristics, but it also has a side folding stock, which is also adjustable for length of pull, and also has a cheek cone adjustment for when you're shooting optics. Now, this optic that I have on here is an ACOG 4x32 power. It's a standard military ACOG meant for the M16 or the M4. So it doesn't belong in the rifle. I just threw it on there so I could shoot it at long range and give you guys an idea of what the accuracy was like with the rifle. I am in the market for another optic for this rifle, and I'll keep you guys posted in a later video when I finally decide on or settle on. Not only is the rifle ergonomic, but you have this top rail that extends the full length of the rifle. You have flip-up sights, which are very high quality and very rugged, or appear to be. And you have the flip-up sight here in the rear that's being covered by the ACOG. And you have rails on both sides and a rail on the bottom. You also have the advantage of being able to take the barrel out of this rifle, as you've seen in some of my other videos, very quickly and easily. And you can swap the barrels out. Now, currently FN doesn't offer any other barrels for the rifle, but rumor has it that FN obviously will make those available, and also other companies are going to probably step up and make various barrels available for the SCAR 17 and the SCAR 16, most likely. So in the end, if you're looking for a 308 semi-automatic rifle and you have $2,500 to $3,000 to spend, I know it's a lot of money, guys, you're going to be hard-pressed to beat the SCAR 17S. In my opinion, it's the best rifle on the market right now in that caliber for a semi-automatic. If you have any questions regarding the 17S or anything else, feel free to post those questions to my YouTube channel. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching.